Hello. In this tutorial, we're going to go inside the platform, give you a guided tour of LochinvarU. So at this point, you've already come to the website, lochinvaru.com or .us or .org.ca. All of those are available, and you would hit the sign in button. Now by now, you've already registered for LochinvarU. If you don't know how to do that, we have a registration tutorial you can go through. I've registered, so I have a username and a password, and I log in. At this point, I'm going to land inside the platform on what we call the dashboard. And the dashboard is your home page, so to speak, inside of LochinvarU. And you're going to have a place where you can set up your image that you want to show everybody. And your achievements are shown, how many coins you've had, how many courses you've completed, your helpful comments, and then your badges. Also, it shows your level progress. Levels start at level 1 all the way up to level 10. Level 1 starting as a rock and moving your way up to level 10 being the boss. Then it's going to give you kind of the leadership in your area. I'm an admin, so we're in the admin area. So only admins are going to show up on my list. But if you were in the north, so to speak, in a certain territory, you would see all the people in your territory and where you rank in that list of people. Down below that, the platform is going to give you the next courses in a row, starting at the development plan, working its way down through each individual product. So you don't have to pay too much attention to this, but if you don't want to go into the courses section, you can just use these to guide you to the next thing. And then recent discussions as far as what people are saying inside the platform under the community section up here. And then down at the bottom, the top resources, things that could be used that are helpful, simulators, troubleshooters, things of that nature. So that's under my dashboard tab here. I also have this little bell, and this bell right here are my notifications. So anyone who's commented on any of my posts or said anything that affects me, or anytime I've received coins or I've completed progress, it'll show up in my notification bar here. Excuse me. I also have this little arrow by my picture, and that gives me my level and where I am, my profile page, admin, things of that nature. So, and you can also log out. Now, I'm an admin, so I have an admin portal. You probably won't have that, but you'll have your frequently asked questions, things of that nature. So I can go into my profile here, and it gives me all the information for myself, my email address, my password, everything. I can edit these things here. I can edit my photo, my nickname, my password. Is my profile incorrect? Edit notifications, things of that nature. It also shows me the badges that I've received by doing things in Spoke. So these are achievements that you get, basically, and you can see what these are. And then my certificates will be listed here as well. So every time you complete a course pack, and we'll get into that here in a second, you'll get a certificate for that course pack. And then my transcript down here at the bottom shows me what I've done, what I've started, what I haven't completed, things of that nature, and as I go through. So that's under my profile. And I can just go back to dashboard up here to go back to where I was before. Now, if I want to get into the training, I hit the courses section here at the top, and this will load all the individual courses. Now, what we've done is we're starting with a development program. There's not a lot here yet, but we're working to make that more. This is basically level 1 starter stuff, understanding connection plugs and how does electricity work. These are the basic principles that you need to be able to go forward in your training. And then we go to more advanced stuff like negative regulation and understanding how to troubleshoot switches and loads, things like that. The next level, level 3 training program, will really get into some of the more detailed troubleshooting stuff. We just haven't got a lot there yet. And then of course we have all of our product stuff. So the FTXL, for example, 0 of 19 means there are 19 of these individual courses. And as you open a course, let's say I want to do basic setup menu parameters, and I click that, it'll open a picture and it'll tell me all about this individual course, and all I have to do is start that course here. Now when I start the course, what it's going to do is it's going to launch the training module that we have. You see there, and turn the volume off, and I have a choice. I can watch the video, which is suggested. Obviously it'll go detailed video of everything you need to know about that very specific section of the training, and then once I'm done with the video, I can test my knowledge. Now the great thing about LochinvarU is if you're experienced in this and you just want to get the certificates, you can go ahead directly to the test. You don't have to wait. So in this case, I'm just going to answer questions randomly, and there are only 5, and you can see that these are true false questions. And it says, okay, now this is something Maybe I've already started this before and I only answered 4 questions. It says 1 or more questions is incomplete. Answer all to continue. So this is something that we have to look at. I'm on question 5 of 5. So there's a back button. So all I have to do is go back. And for some reason or another, it skipped the first question. So all I have to do is answer all the questions. And then once I'm done answering all the questions, I submit all. And it says, are you sure you want to do that? You want to return to the quiz? You want to submit your answers? I'm going to submit. And at this point, I only got 2 out of the 5 answers correct. So my score was 40 out of a maximum of 100. And it says, sorry, you did not pass. Please review the video. It's important to us that you're able to watch a 5 to 10 minute video and retain enough of that information to answer 5 true or false questions. And if you can do that, you get a check mark. If you fail to do that, then what the course is going to show you is that you've started it, but you haven't completed it, like this. Now, if for some reason you wanted to start over and said, I did 20 attempts to get that test right, I know the answers now, I don't want my record to show that it took me 20 times to do that. We don't care. It's not going anywhere. No one's looking at that to shame you or anything like that. We're not into that. It's important to us that you learn the information. But you can start over if you choose to, and that will start it over from scratch. So it doesn't show that you've started the course at that point, and you get a chance to complete it again. So once I complete all of the courses under the FTXL, for example, this little red bar will fill up. Once I get 19 of 19, I will get a picture of a certificate here on this bar showing me that I have passed that course and I have a certificate waiting for me. And even if you've gone and passed it once, it's still a good idea to get in there and refresh yourself, over and over, because let's face it, a lot of this stuff, especially when we get into the specifics of adjusting domestic hot water settings, you may forget that or not retain that information even though you learned it the first time. So it's never a bad idea to go back and refresh. You can see we have multiple products. We have our Crest boiler here, sink boilers, night boilers. So there's tons of information here to go through and to learn. And those are the courses. Now, there's more to LochinvarU than just courses. There's also a community section. And in the community section, this is a forum, if you will, and this is just for people inside of LochinvarU. So if you have questions, if you have comments, if you have suggestions, if you just want to introduce yourself, this is a good place to do it. And this was a way to communicate to all the people inside of LochinvarU. And there are a lot of people that have been working on these products for many, many years, and you may be one of them, and you may have a lot of helpful information that you can share with other people. We would suggest that you do that here. The first time you log in to this, it will give you a disclaimer telling you all the rules of the forum, and it's pretty basic, okay? Let's treat each other with respect. This is not a place to put out your dirty laundry. It's not a place to complain or anything like that. If you have a complaint for the training specifically, that's what it's for. It's really not a technical support page. We have a whole department for tech support. So typically, if you have a technical question, we will send you back over to the technicians. But it is a good way for everybody to communicate, and we do want to hear back from you. So if you have questions or comments or suggestions, this is really the place to do that there. You can also email us as well. We also have a resource tab. The resource tab is going to be all of our simulators, the troubleshooting tools, the mixing calculators, things like that. These are the things that are going to be there outside the platform, as well as we're going to put those inside the platform. And then we have this reports tab. Now, you may not have a reports tab. It's not a problem. But basically what it comes down to is we set LochinvarU up in different ways for different people. If you're a technician and you're here just to learn for yourself, you're going to have your own platform, and that's all you're going to be. But let's say you're a service guy for a company and you work for said company and there are 10 guys just like you. You have a boss, and that's a service manager typically. And so that manager wants to be able to come into LochinvarU and view your progress. So if you are a service manager, you have the ability to do that. Log into LochinvarU, send us an email, say, this is my name, I'm in the platform, these are all of my guys, they're also in the platform. I need you to set me up as this company, and I'm the service manager. And then the service manager will be able to go in and be able to look things up based on the people that roll up to him, so to speak, under that company umbrella. It's a good way to keep track of guys and to make sure everybody's getting the kind of training that they want and that they need. So that's basically what the platform provides. So as you can see, it's fairly simple, it's easy to navigate. That is our goal. If you get in here and you have any trouble or any questions, feel free to contact us at any time at training@lochinvar.com. We hope that you enjoy the platform, and we look forward to talking to you next time. Thanks.